Hello, welcome back to another FPL video. I hope everyone is doing well. We're starting to come to the end of the double game week 24 with only the double game week fixtures left to go, with Timo Werner finally ending his drought. He'll be on a thumbnail anytime soon. But today we're going to be looking ahead to game week 25, the double game week 25. You know, I've got a few little plans to show you, little bits of tinkering, little bits here, little bits there. But if you are new around here, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button for the daily FPL content and hit that like button if you do enjoy the video. And let's get straight on into this one. So firstly, how is game week 24 going for me? Well, the average right now is on 46, although that is definitely going to update after today, with players like Creswell, Soufal having played and, you know, got decent amounts of points. I'm currently sitting on 72 points, and I think the main glaring thing for me is that I do not own Gundogan. Oh my word. You know, it was definitely worth taking a -4 to bring in a Manchester City player. I should have learned my lesson from the previous double game week, but oh well, you know, what can you do? He picked up 19 points, and in most people's cases, it would have been a 38 pointer. So Gundogan's definitely hurt my rank, but their main man, Loughton, coming in with a 15 pointer. You know, the goal hurt because I'm a Palace fan, but at the same time, I'll take the FPL points and run with them any day long. So other than that, there weren't any sort of particularly good performances. I guess Martinez in goal, absolute baller, 12 points. Oh my word, how he's been picking up so many points of late, I do not know, but what an absolute guy. So taking a quick look at my team here, you know, we've got the likes of Calvert-Lewin, who could play Liverpool, Bamford, who I'm potentially going to captain for the double game week. I brought in Dallas as my kind of 1-3 transfer already to kind of catch the price rise, and also it's a move that I'm kind of happy with making early. We've also got Rashford against Newcastle, could be an alright fixture. You know, Sonny Boy playing against West Ham, Grealish and Martinez against Leicester, I don't really love it. And then Loughton against West Brom, but you know, without Ben Mee, Burnley aren't as good defensively, and it'll be a real test for them when they play Fulham actually on Wednesday to see sort of how they do without Ben Mee. But I'm rushing through the team selection here just because of the little plans I've got coming up. I'm actually thinking of potentially wildcarding this week, sort of really going to target the game week 25, target game week 26, and potentially have that bench boost all lined up and ready. So let's take a little look at a draft. So this is a wildcard very much based around my plans and how I want to attack the coming game weeks. My chips that I've got left are the wildcard and the bench boost. The bench boost will come to in a minute, and my thoughts on playing that. So I'm going to go week by week and just discuss kind of how this team would work and rotate throughout the weeks. So for the double game week 25, we've got 5 players in there, 2 Southampton boys, Ings and Vestergaard, and 3 Leeds players, Dallas, Bamford and Rafinha. I feel like I can really attack this double game week coming up with this wild card. A lot of people probably have, you know, 2 double game week players, mainly based around the Leeds boys. So it'll probably be Bamford x Rafinha or Bamford x Dallas. I can see a lot of people having, and I think Bamford is also a very good captaincy option for this game week. Then we come to the double game week 26, and the main aim for me, the double game week 26, is actually to put out an 11 that look like they have very good double game week fixtures. Obviously, once we get a little bit more confirmation, I'll be a bit more sure on kind of the players I can actually target. But the main man, Brain Prelin, on Twitter has predicted the fixtures, and he tends to get it right, basically. So I feel like I can make a decent team or a decent draft and plan around the double game week 26. So the game week 26 team I would play would be Martinez in goal, with Vestergaard, Soyuncu and Diaz at the back, benching Bellerin, who plays against Leicester, and benching Dallas, who plays against Aston Villa. Then we play Fernandes, Son, Barnes and Grealish in the midfield. I really do like the idea of kind of targeting Leicester, as not only are they looking like they'll have a good double game week 26, but after that, you know, up until about game week 35, they've got unbelievable fixtures. So for the long run, I think the Leicester boys will absolutely sort me out. And then up front, we would have the likes of Ings, Kane, and I would actually swap Bamford to Ollie Watkins for the double game week 26. Now with that transfer, you know, I will lose a bit of value, but Bamford would literally just hang around, basically sitting on my bench until game week 29, the blank fixture, which we'll come on to in a minute, but I'll potentially have a plan to kind of get him back in for that game week. So that would be my game week 26 team. And you're kind of thinking, well, when are you going to use a bench boost? Well, the bench boost for this team would actually be used in game week 27. I don't think I feel particularly comfortable bench boosting, you know, 2 Leeds players when they play against Aston Villa. There's a lot of kind of conflict there, and also 2 Arsenal defenders against Leicester, and Leicester's record against Arsenal is very good. Whereas if we look at Game Week 27, all of these players, bar Diaz and Fernandes, have very, very nice single game weeks, and a couple of them also have potential of picking up a double game week for that week. I'd also just be looking to captain Kane for like the majority between kind of 27, even 27 all the way up to 29. I think I'd just be captaining Kane basically all the way through. Game week 26, he looks like he's going to have good fixtures. 27, he plays against Palace, got a great record. And just, yeah, from then onwards, has got really good fixtures. So I think Kane would mainly be the captain for me for a long period to come. Bruno Fernandes does also provide a decent armband option each week. But yeah, for Game Week 27, I bench boost because you've got 2 Leeds boys. By that time, I'd then have Dallas and Rafinha playing against West Ham, which is, you know, I'd take it over them playing over the conflict between Aston Villa. Then you've also got the 2 Arsenal defenders, Bellerin and Leno, playing against Burnley. And the rest of them, the Leicester guys, the Southampton guys, and the Spurs guys have good fixtures. And the only conflict would be Diaz versus Bruno, as mentioned. But I wouldn't be able to bench either of those two pretty much because we just wouldn't really know what's going to happen. So I'd very happily bench boost in Game Week 27, and then I'd just go back to benching the Leeds and the Arsenal boys for Game Week 28. Now for Game Week 29, here's where the planning sort of comes back into play. I'd then be looking at taking out Danny Ings, moving him back to Patrick Bamford. So I'd have the triple up on Leeds. I'd have 2 Arsenal boys, and that's kind of 5 confirmed players who definitely will be playing for that game week. And then we've also have the prediction that it's very likely, or it'll be silly, if the Aston Villa versus Spurs fixture didn't get rescheduled to Game Week 29. Now that would boost my player count for Game Week 29 up to 9, and then I can make maybe 1 free transfer of like a Lewis Duncan, but by the time that rolls around, we'll see. So I could potentially have kind of 9 or 10 players for the blank Game Week 29. Now, obviously, I've kind of cracked up all of my teams, spread a lot of the money, and the downside to this is that I will not have Mo Salah. Now, the thinking of going without Mo for me is that, for one, he's 12.6 million, and for a player who I'm not personally thinking I'm going to captain for the next at least 5 game weeks, if not going beyond that, I don't think he's worth that money. I think those funds can be spread so I can get a lot more points elsewhere, because I think Kane will most likely be my captain from like plenty of future game weeks to come. Also, with Jota coming back and with the Champions League becoming sort of the focus of the bigger sides, I can genuinely see Salah getting a bench in any one of these games. And I mean, if he's getting benched at 12.6 million, you know, you've really got to start questioning whether he's worth that money. But obviously, you know, that's just speculation, but it's something that I do actually genuinely believe could happen. So I hope you have enjoyed this quick little like team selection video. It was mainly just my thoughts on the wildcard that I'm potentially going to be putting together for the coming game weeks. I really do like it, and because I'm mainly targeting single game weeks rather than really focusing around the double game weeks, I think I'm more likely to hit it even if we don't get the confirmation of the double game weeks this week, just because I can target the 5 double game week players for this coming week and then have the bench boost ready to go for game week 27. It's a little bit different to potentially things you'll see out there, but I think the long term, the planning hopefully will sort me out. But if you have enjoyed the video, please don't forget to hit that like button, comment down below what your plans are for the coming double game weeks, and hit that subscribe button for that daily FPL content, and I will catch you in the next one. See ya.